Hello everyone and welcome back. So in this video we are going to explore two main widgets of Flutter application which helps you building beautiful layouts, and those are column and row widgets. Okay, so first of all, create a new file inside your basic widget folder and name it column row widgets. Okay, and over here I have created one file. I have created one class named my column screen, okay, which is again a stateless widget. Over here we are having a scaffold and app bar, and inside its body we are having our column widgets. Now as the name suggests, column contains a list of widgets. Okay, so instead of having a child attribute, it is having children attribute. Okay, it contains a list of children's. Okay, so here we have specified the type of widgets, okay, that it will contain a list of widgets, and here we have 3 image assets widget. Okay, now to see the same screen on your device, again just go to the main file, import this file over here and change your home value. So from next video I won't repeat the same thing again and again. If we are building some new file, then just simply import that particular file inside your main.dart file and simply change the value of home. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now any Flutter application is composed of widgets, and they are arranged in some particular fashion, like vertically, horizontally, or maybe commonly in a combination of both. Okay, so whenever we need to arrange widgets vertically, we use our column widget, as you can see on our screen. So here we have already created a column of 3 image assets image. Okay, now the column widget is having 2 types of alignment, okay, which aligns all the content inside the column widget relative to its parent, and these alignments are main axis alignment and cross axis alignment. So as the name suggests, let me explain you with an example image. So as you can see over here, as the name suggests column, so it is very much implicitly understandable that, so how can you tell a difference between a column and a row? Okay, so in column everything is in vertical direction. Okay, so that implicitly implies that for column its main axis is vertical and its cross axis will be horizontal, and this case will be completely inverse for row. For row, its main axis will be horizontal and its cross axis will be vertical. I hope that much is clear to you all. Okay, so over here now by default all the content of column is aligned at the start. Okay, so first we will change its main axis alignment. Okay, so first main axis alignment, which will be vertical direction for column, so we'll change it to main axis alignment dot center. So this will make all the content of column at center. Okay, now we explore the other attributes of main axis alignment as well, which is space between. So as the name suggests, equal space between each component of our column widget. Okay, so now you can see that according to our screen width, okay, whatever the available space was there, it has distributed it equally among the image widgets of our application, okay, of our column widget. Okay, now if we change it to, let's say, space around, so the space around will place the free space evenly between the children as well as the half of that space before and after the first and last child. Okay, now if we make it to the end, okay, so what end will do, it will place the children as close to the end of the main axis as possible. Okay, so if this value is used in horizontal direction, okay, now if we hot reload it, so as you can see the end of this main direction was here, so it has put together all the elements of our column widget with each other and close to the end axis of our device's screen. Okay, And similarly, if we make it to the start, then it will go to the upward directions. Okay, again close to each other without any space. And simply if we make it to the center, then it will be between top and bottom, but they are still stick together. Okay, and the last value that we have not explored is space evenly. Okay, so it will place the free space evenly between the children as well as before and after the first child. Okay, so as you can see over here. Now similarly, we can check the other properties of cross-axis alignment. So cross-axis alignment for column will work on the horizontal direction. Okay, now the cross-axis alignment is relative to our x-axis. Okay, so if we make it to the cross-axis alignment, let's say to the start. Okay, so all the images, as you can see, that this element is also now stick together to the start of the x-axis, okay, of the device. Now if we make it to the end, okay, now all will be gone to the right hand side. Okay, so currently let's make it center, and now it will be to the end. Okay, and now if we make it stretched, we apply the stretch value, then it stretches the content of column widget of the x-axis. Okay, so here as you can see that we are having a yellow and black stripped pattern over here. So this is an error of render flex overflowing. Okay, because our image has overflow the pixels of our screen, okay, which is not visible to us right now. So the solution of this particular problem will be seen in the next video. Okay, but till then we will explore some other attributes as well. Okay, so let's make it center. So it is again in the center, and if we make it to the, let's say, so this was the center. Now the other attribute of the column widget is main axis size. So again the main axis indicates the y-axis for column. Okay, so the column widget is the type of flex widget, that is to say it stretches itself to the maximum available space. So here as you can see that there is no height specified for our column widget, although it takes the maximum available height of our scaffold. Now let's just place this column inside our container, and we provide width and height to our container, which let's say double dot infinity. Double dot infinity means acquire the all available space. Okay, similarly with the height as well. Okay, we are having some, okay, yeah, we have not pre-filled this thing, that's why we are having an error. So earlier when we were making our column widget center, so it was not properly visible because I have not put it the column widget inside a container. So now it is inside a container, so you can see all the widgets aligned to be center in proper direction. Okay, so even though I make this in end and again it is in center, so this time it will be stick to the end side, but it will stay in the center position of x-axis. And if I make this in end, so you can see the differences on your own. Okay, you can check these different values for main axis and cross axis alignment on your own for a better understanding. So now we again come back to our main axis size. Okay, so you can see that there is no height specified for the column widget, although it takes the maximum available height of our container since it is a flex widget. However, sometimes it is quite useful not to allow column or row widget to take the maximum available space, and let it just take the minimum space that can contain all the content of it. So for this we define the main access size property to define the size of main access of column or row. Okay. So it can have two properties or two values, which is mean access size dot max and min. Okay. So over here what this value will do, that it will minimize the amount of free space along the main axis subject to the incoming layout constraints. Okay. So again, if we hot reload it, now make it like space evenly. To see the difference, make this space evenly, cross axis to center, and now we will hot reload it. Okay. So that's all for column widget. Now instead of just a column, if we write row, okay, now it will change the direction of our widgets. So instead of this vertical, we will having our widgets in a horizontal directions. Okay, and the main axis alignment for row will be x-axis rather than y, and its cross axis will be y. Okay, so let's hot reload it. So now you can see again we are having this overflow error. Okay, this is caused when generally your widgets are having more height than the display of our device, and it is overflowing it. So to resolve this issue, we will make use of some flexible widgets which are expanded, flexible and size box. So we will see about this widgets in our later video. Okay, and so till then keep practicing, and also do explore the properties of main and cross axis alignment on your own for the row widget, because as I said earlier, it is just as same as column instead of the direction. Okay, so try and look at different outputs by changing the values of this both alignments. Okay, and in our next video we will see how to resolve this issue. Okay, so till then keep practicing, and I see you in the next video.